Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your March 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This will not resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Sagittarius, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Sagittarius and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So let's go ahead and get this reading started, Sagittarius. I will be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume is kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this going. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in love and romance for my Sagittarians in March 2022. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For anyone dealing with the Sagittarius, what is the energy surrounding Sagittarius in love and romance this month, Spirit? Tell me about it. Okay. Free yourself. Pisces had this card. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. Let's get another card. The letter F is standing out to me very strongly. First, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. Could be confirmation. Let's see about this. Tell me more, Spirit, about this free yourself energy. Ooh. Okay. So this did come in reverse, but let me just show you it upright first. Release an X, and it says the time has come to clear your energy. But because this is in reverse, yeah, this feels like someone isn't ready to let go of a connection, not ready to let go of you, Sagittarius. Someone has been a little bit hung up here. And someone's name could have an X in it too. It doesn't have to start with an X, but the X is coming through very, very strongly. Again, it could be in someone's first, middle, last initial, but someone just cannot let go and really needs to, because I promise something so much better is coming forward. And even if this is a person I'm connecting to the energy of, maybe this isn't you, Sagittarius, someone refuses to let you go. They constantly, message you. I feel like they still call you. They may still want to be friends with you, but obviously there's an ulterior motive to just keep the connection going. I just think like someone has definitely been hurt, been upset, been in tears over a certain separation, and this may have happened months ago. I'm kind of picking up, and it's still very strong in someone's energy. So I kind of even feel like for someone out there, it almost feels like someone's manifesting or setting intentions, even doing spell work, Sagittarius, to keep you still in their life or to bring you back, to pull a Lazarus. If someone is coming back or has recently come back, Sagittarius, from your past, I really honestly have to say that Spirit's telling you there's nothing for you there. And I feel that maybe they're still trying to pull you back into a karmic cycle that has been long overrun. I feel you've learned the lessons, you've grown, and they're still not willing to accept that you guys are over. They're not willing to accept that this has ended. And they're going to fight, and they have been fighting. But free yourself. I even feel like Spirit's telling them, take a step back and realize out of all the situations that could have happened, I feel this ended for a very good reason. I feel this ended because someone did hurt the other person. Someone wasn't willing to do enough for the other person. And maybe that's the karmic lesson that had to be learned from this. But they just can't accept that this is done, or that's over, or that you're not reaching out anymore. Anything like that. I feel like Sagittarius, I don't know, they either still keep messages you sent or like letters you've written that they still like read over, trying to analyze if they missed something there. Really interesting. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. If you've been feeling this person's energy very strongly recently, here's confirmation. Yeah, they're nonstop thinking about you and very much sending their energy your way. Yeah, Judgment here. This is how they feel. They want a resurrection. They want another chance. They want another beginning. And maybe this is not even their first attempt, Sagittarius. Let's keep going. Interesting. Wow. Wow. A lot of water here. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, a Pisces, or someone's feelings here are just still so deep, still so raw. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, Libra energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. Communication has ended. Maybe it even ended in October. Maybe you, I don't know, there's something about Halloween that's really sticking out to me. Something happened on Halloween. The last time you saw each other was Halloween or something. You guys hung out that night. I don't know. But Sagittarius, I feel that although they've been calling you or have been messaging you or wanting to, you still have put guards up. They sense it. They feel it. You know, they kind of get the sense that you are not, you know that there's something about this situation that isn't right for you. And I feel in the past, they've tried to convince you elsewise. They tried to convince you that you've changed, or that they've changed, excuse me, that they're a newer person, they're a better person. And when you believed them before, they didn't prove otherwise. They proved that they were back in their same crap, proved that they were up to the same stuff. This person is not very good at communicating. And I think that's kind of what set you off, Sagittarius. It could be that they would be in and out with their communication, or, you know, they avoided talking about certain conversations and certain topics that you needed to talk about. And if they're not willing to be open and to discuss it, what else can you do? I feel like they left you in a deadlock. It was hard for you to move on. It was hard for you to put an end to it, but you knew for your greater good you had to. Because I feel that although they tried to convince you elsewise, they weren't really ready to change. And I think that's the truth that always kind of stuck with you, despite even at times you wanting to work on it, you wanting to fix it in the past. There is always just this understanding that this person is always going to be who they are. And I'm seeing a headband that someone may wear quite frequently, a hairband, whether hair's up or down or at the gym. I don't know. A headband's really reading it out to me, but they're kind of stubborn, Sagittarius, and you kind of saw that there was no way of changing their mind or making them open to compromise. And that's what really pushed you away. Someone does squats as an exercise or has recently gone into doing squats. Interesting. And someone could wear hoop earrings as well. Let's get into this. How they feel about this situation, how they feel about you is judgment. They want to resurrect this. They believe there's more to this than how it ended. They feel that there is more to what Spirit wants you guys to fulfill in this. The universe has been guiding them, they kind of feel, at reaching out to you. But what I feel more so is that the universe has been trying to show them the lesson in this. But they're misreading the signs. They're thinking there's another chance, another hope. And if they turn around, fine. But I kind of see in the cards here that their mind and their heart is completely at odds in what they need to do to fix the situation, what they need to do to grow. They're very sensitive people, and they're stubborn. And once they see a certain thing, they get very defensive and very protective over it. So that's why I feel like they're holding on to you very strongly, Sagittarius. They feel there's more to this. They feel there's more of a purpose here. And they feel kind of lost. They have not been doing so well since you guys have stopped talking. But with Judgment here, for some reason, there's another inspiration of hope. I wonder if you unblocked them recently, or if you have replied to a message, or that they commented on your picture and you liked it. Something kind of stirred in them thinking there's another shot in this. What they think about the situation, what they think about you, is the Knight of Swords. Gemini energy. A couple things I'm feeling from this card here. So if this is what they think about you, Sagittarius, they know you have a lot to say about this. If they were to come back, if they were to return, you're not holding back your words, maybe like you did once upon a time with this person. You would let them hear it. I feel that they think that you would just kind of attack them, maybe for good reason if they were to come back. But for others of you, what I feel more so, the majority of you, is this is their sense of urgency of wanting to hold on. Maybe because energetically they really do feel you slipping away, or they've seen something that's confirmed for them that you are moving on. Whether that's like a status you kind of posted, a picture you posted with other people, with another person maybe. But it's giving them this sense of urgency to reach out because they sense you're pulling away, or that you have moved on so quickly while they're still so stuck. Yeah, even my words, like this person, I don't know, they just don't even know what to say. They feel so discombobulated with their emotions and with their feelings about you. And even for some, like, they would have the audacity, but I even feel like for some, they feel angry that you've moved on, that you have been doing you. You've been thriving, you've been surviving. And so I almost feel like it's like, how could you move on with what all that we had, even if you look at it as like, well, you didn't give much. But I do feel for some of you this aggression. It could come from both sides. But I even feel like this was the type of person where it was like you missed their call and then you call them back and they're like, why did you miss my call? What were you doing? Where were you? That type of vibe. Someone can also drive a silver car as well. What they like the most about you. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. So I feel, Sagittarius, that you are a friendly person. You're a kind person. You are emotionally pretty stable. Like, not a lot can upset you or rock your boat. And it takes a lot for you to get worked up or for you to get upset. But generally, you're pretty in tune with your emotions. And I think that's part of what has made you drive away from this person, is that they would always try to cause drama or cause chaos. I almost feel like they always wanted to see an emotional reaction from you that you didn't give. You've always been like cool, calm, and collected. And you're also that type of person that spiritually is very open. Maybe a lot of you are empaths. But the difference is that I think you've known you're an empath for a long time. And you know that when energies or feelings are kind of off, when to protect yourself, when to kind of shield your energy. But like for some reason, this person only thought that you cared if you had this like passionate, jealous reaction that isn't who you are. But I feel with this King of Cups of what they like the most about you is that you were emotionally available to them for a time period. When you did start connecting, you were very friendly, very open, very sweet and kind to them, but also to like other people, to like service people perhaps, or, you know, you've always kind of were the person who would donate things to charity, that type of energy. Pick and choose what resonates with you. But you're definitely someone that they found to be very healing. What they don't like about you, though, is Page of Cups. More water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now, this is where, you know, things got separated from the two of you. Is that when you didn't see that same emotional availability being reciprocated, you kept it to yourself. You started to, you know, close down a bit, again, out of protection, right? But they do feel like you've hurt their feelings. They do feel like, with this Page of Cups, that, you know, they would tell other people that you're emotionally unavailable because you're not responding to their messages anymore, because you're not being open to them anymore, but really they gave you no other choice. I feel like you didn't play into their emotional games or their emotional triggers. And honestly, that what this Page of Cups is telling me is that it came from like some sort of childhood event, some childhood trauma that they still have to heal. They were looking to you to heal it, but that's not your job. And maybe even Sagittarius, they viewed you as being someone who was sensitive, and that instead of like talking to them about the issue, you would retreat. But again, I don't think this person, you viewed them as being someone who is reasonable to hear you out. And what's the point of, you know, having an argument or having a discussion with someone that's not willing to see your side? So I feel, I don't know why this like other people are kind of coming in, but like I feel like they tell other people, or when you guys did separate and they were first upset about it, they told people that, oh yeah, Sagittarius just wasn't understanding where I came from, didn't understand how I feel, didn't want to understand how I feel, which that wasn't the case at all. You would have been very open. You would have been very, you know, emotionally available if they were willing to stop playing the games. But I felt like they played the games to keep you emotionally invested, and you started to detach eventually. Because like I said, you're the King of Cups. Regardless of gender or sex, you're aware of people's energies, and energy doesn't lie. And the first minute you had a sense that something wasn't going to work, or that they weren't willing to work on it, that's when you pulled out. And although it seems as easy for you to understand that, they're still trying to make it look like they still have no idea why. I even feel for some of you, like they reached out to you and you didn't reply. You didn't send a response back, and that hurt their feelings. But you did it to protect your energy. And again, too, like, I feel they throw you these curveballs to test you, like these emotional curveballs. And it shouldn't be complicated like that. And really, you know, to stir up chaos and drama like that comes from a need of trying to stir the pot to see if you care, when that shouldn't be the case. What's crowning the reading, or I'm sorry, what's they like the most about the connection they have with you is Six of Swords. So Aquarius energy. What I feel with this is that you guys do live close by to each other. I don't think you're that far away from one another. You live in the same city. You only live like a few minutes away from each other. So the distance isn't an issue. I feel like they could still drive by where you live and see if your car's still there, drive by your work, or some of you guys go to like the same grocery stores, the same, you know, whatever, malls. Someone could live by a mall. But I feel like they think, because they constantly think of you, clearly with, you know, this card here, that their thoughts of you are telling them to move towards you, move towards the situation. And especially if you have recently unblocked them, or maybe very, very minimal communication has opened up, they're kind of seeing that as this is a good sign that things can change, that things could move towards or move forward. You know, I'm also picking up that there's someone who's encouraging them to get you back. I don't know if this is a family member or friend that really liked you, but I don't think that friend or family member knows the whole story. But they said, yeah, I think you and Sagittarius were a good couple, or that you guys were good a match. Like, I think you should try to get them back if you could. But maybe they don't know all the emotional drama that was surrounding this connection. They also remember a trip you guys went on together. I don't know if this was like overseas or if this was like for a weekend getaway. I'm hearing Airbnb, but they think about that trip a lot. That keeps on replaying in their mind. All the trips or all the adventures or all the dates you've been on that were exciting. And I also feel like you distracted them from a lot of the drama they created with other people. I feel like they're just a magnet for drama, but it's like they create it themselves. You get what I'm saying, Sagittarius. Maybe you guys were living together briefly. What they don't like about this connection is Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I feel like they see you as not making any effort. They have been waiting for you to call them. They've been waiting for you to message. They've been waiting for you to make the first move, but you haven't yet. And it's been taking a while. They thought you would have reached out by now. They thought you would have apologized by now, whatever they've been waiting for, but you haven't. You've been healing yourself. You've been evolving yourself. I don't even think the focus has been on them quite as much. Someone likes to wear underwear when they go to sleep, like boxers or just panties and a shirt on, and I'm good for the night. Just confirmation for someone out there. And maybe someone does have a topless picture of you saved on their phone, or vice versa. Just confirmations coming through. But it's taking a long time for you to come back, which is making them angry. A lot of them are. And they think, you know, they're running out of this patience. But again, I think Spirit has been sending them the messages of how to move forward, how to move on, but they're misreading them as something still there for you to grow. This is what their interpretation is, right, Sagittarius? Highest hopes is Ace of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. That there's still love there, that there can be a beginning to heal this, to move forward in this, to you guys are still in love, that you still have the feelings that can grow this. I do feel someone has like seashells in their bathroom or on their windowsill of their bedroom, maybe. Maybe someone lives by a beach, by the ocean. But yeah, they're hoping that the love that you guys have had once upon a time is still strongly there and can still bind you guys to having this new beginning that they want so badly with you. They still think there's opportunity. They still think there's a chance, and they're hoping you feel the same way. Deepest fears is the Two of Cups. Cancer energy. I mean, they missed their chance. that they're not going to have this bond with anyone else. But honestly, Sagittarius, that feels a little codependent. And maybe that was a red flag for you as well. Maybe through their emotional tests, their emotional games, it was all out of this need for a dependency, or to see how you would react, to see how you would care. But that really just pushed you away or made you not okay with the situation. And I even feel like when you tried to talk about it, they wouldn't even be honest at that point. And I do feel, Sagittarius, you did have an experience with this person, that you guys did have a bond to some degree, but, there's more you need from a connection other than having a good time, having a good experience. If the next day there's some sort of issue, there's some sort of trouble. And I think, Sagittarius, they're afraid they're not going to be able to have this bond that they have with you with anyone else again. So, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what's likely to happen, unfold, what they're likely to do, but what you need to be aware of about this person and about this situation, especially if they've come back. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you guys the likely outcome of the situation. And I'm going to pull oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this connection for you guys, so you can make a better decision about what to do with this situation. But if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Sagittarius, I really hope that this has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life, especially if you picked up on this person's energy or if they have returned. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.